This happened a few years ago, and for a long time I told myself the timing was just a coincidence. But the more I think about it, the harder it is to believe that voicemail was ever meant to be heard. At the time, my sleep schedule was completely messed up. I was working irregular hours, sometimes late nights, sometimes early mornings, so getting calls at odd times wasn't unusual for me. Friends knew they could call whenever. Work sometimes did too. That night, I went to bed early for once. I remember checking the time before putting my phone on the nightstand. It was just after 11:30 p.m. I plugged it in, turned the screen face down, and closed my eyes. I don't remember falling asleep. I just remember waking up. The room was dark, completely silent, and for a few seconds I didn't know what had pulled me out of sleep. Then I noticed the faint glow of my phone screen. A notification. Missed call. Unknown number. Timestamp. 12:07 a.m. That alone didn't bother me. Spam calls happen. What bothered me was that my phone hadn't rung. I was a light sleeper back then. Even vibration usually woke me up. I unlocked the screen to clear it. That's when I saw the voicemail notification. One new voicemail. From the same unknown number. I stared at it for a moment, trying to decide whether to listen. Something about getting a voicemail from a number I didn't recognize right after midnight made me hesitate. Still, curiosity won. I put the phone to my ear and pressed play. At first, there was silence. Not static, not background noise, just silence. I was about to hang up when I heard breathing. Slow, measured, like someone holding the phone very close to their mouth. I pulled the phone away from my ear and looked at the screen, making sure it was actually playing. It was. Then a voice spoke. It was quiet, but clear. It said my name. Not rushed, not emotional, just stating it. I sat up in bed. The voice continued, calm and even, like it was leaving a normal message. I know it's late, it said. I didn't think you'd answer. I felt a chill run through me. The voice didn't sound distorted or robotic. It sounded normal, too normal, like someone standing in a quiet room, speaking carefully. I waited for it to say who it was. It didn't. Instead, it said, "You should check your phone more often." The message ended. That was it. No callback number. No explanation. Just my name and that sentence. I didn't sleep after that. The next morning, I checked my call log. The missed call was still there. Unknown number. No location. No voicemail transcription. I tried calling it back. The call didn't go through. It didn't even ring. I blocked the number and went about my day, telling myself it was probably a prank. Maybe someone messing around. Maybe a wrong number that lined up a little too perfectly. That explanation worked for a while. 2 nights later, I woke up to another notification. Another voicemail. No missed call this time. Just the voicemail. Timestamp. 12:04 a.m. I didn't listen to it right away. I stared at the screen for a long time, my heart pounding. Part of me didn't want to know what it said. Eventually, I pressed play. This one started differently. There was background noise. Faint, but recognizable. A low hum. The same sound my apartment made at night. The air vent in the hallway. The distant traffic. Even the slight creak of the floorboards when the building settled. The voice spoke again. "Last time, you were asleep." I felt my stomach drop. It continued. "That's okay. I didn't need you to answer." There was a pause. Then it said, "You moved your phone." I looked down. My phone was on the nightstand, exactly where I always kept it. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I had. The message ended without another word. That day, I changed my voicemail settings. I disabled unknown callers. I made sure my number wasn't listed anywhere public. I even checked my apartment for anything out of place. Nothing was. The third voicemail came the following night, 12:01 a.m. This time, I listened immediately. The breathing was back. Then the voice said, "You're awake now." I didn't remember waking up. The voice continued, slower this time. "I don't like leaving messages," it said, "but you don't always pick up." There was a soft sound in the background. Fabric shifting, like someone sitting down. Then, very quietly, the voice said, "I'm closer than last time." The message cut off. I didn't block the number again. It was already blocked. I slept with the lights on after that. I kept my phone on my bed, screen facing up. I checked the locks more than once. Every small noise made me tense. No more voicemails came. Weeks passed, then months. Eventually, I started to believe it was over. Until one afternoon, while scrolling through old messages, I noticed something I hadn't before. The voicemails were gone. Not deleted. Gone. No record they'd ever existed. Except for one thing. My phone still had a saved draft voicemail. Something I'd never recorded. No audio. Just a title. After midnight. I got a new phone shortly after that. New number. New carrier. But even now, when my phone buzzes late at night and I see a voicemail notification, I don't listen to it right away. Because whoever was leaving those messages never sounded angry. They sounded patient. Like they knew I'd hear them eventually.